problems are we trying to solve by being agile? Right? So this ability to navigate and everything we just talked about, why should we care? If I have one set of directions, isn't that enough? Right? The point I was getting to, I have one set of directions and I do it and I'm always busy, so I just take it. I don't need to think of a new way. So what problems are we trying to solve by being agile? So here's some statistics. Let's take a look at some statistics. What people are waving their hands about and saying agile is successful. So these statistics show that in a waterfall environment, 14% of projects succeed, 29 of them fail, and 57 are challenged. Bad waterfall, really bad numbers. And they contrast this to agile and saying, compared to 42% success, we have, compared to 14% success in waterfall, we have 42% in agile. And 9% only fail in front of 29, and 49 are challenged. And people are showing this as successful statistics. I look at this and say, what do you guys look at it and say?
They're still very low numbers.
What are the projects, right? What is the definition of success, failure, and challenge? What do you guys think? Typical definition. On time, on budget.
And functionality specified upfront.
Well, according to spec. Okay? Challenge, not on time, not on budget. Failed. Okay? So for me, yeah, okay, makes sense now that there's 49% challenged here. But you know what? That's never been my definition of success. On time, on budget, and according to spec. So let's look at some other statistics. Okay? So here are some other benefits of using Agile. All these numbers thrown at you. Ability to manage changing priorities, increased productivity, increased project visibility, improved team morale. These are all great things to have. Would you guys agree with me? I mean, these are all awesome things we want, right? Enhanced software quality, reduce risk, time to market. But here's the thing. While all these are awesome to have, none of these answer the question to me why I want to be agile. And there's a short video I'm going to show you guys right now that, for me, answers the question quite loudly and clearly. So let me show it to you. So it feels like that a lot of times at work, where we build something, we polish it, we test it, we do everything, and then we give it to the customer. It's just not what they want, right? So for me, the biggest reason we do Agile is to avoid this problem, to deliver the wrong product or service, right? This is the reason. And the reason why is because it keeps changing. So if I'm not flexible enough, right? If I have a destination that says, I'm going here, okay? And I know how to get there, so I'm just going to get there, right? I don't need any agility. I could just do that in shoe level, what I know. The challenge becomes when this thing keeps moving, right? So one day it's here, okay, but I'm not used to this route. Well, you got to be at re, right? See, here's the whole point. If this keeps moving, you either need someone to give you consistently a new set of directions to follow, right? Or you just got to be agile. That's the whole point. This is consistently moving. And let me prove to you that it is consistently moving. So how do we discover what we need to build, right? What is that process? Here's a very non-scientific approach to thinking about what people need to build. People start with an idea. I got an idea for something, right? And then I go through this intense period of what I call design and explore. What is design and explore? It's to figure out what I'm going to actually build, right? You guys with me so far? Yes? Once I define what the outcome is, and let's hope it's what the customer actually needs at that point in time, right? I'm going to plan and procure. So what do I need to do? Who do I need to hire, right? All the resources. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to get the outcome. I'm going to get rewarded. Simple? This is a mental model for doing work. Okay? Please notice that it's quite linear. Now, when we talk about the word work, I want to identify this spectrum between what I call task work and knowledge work. Okay? So task work is work that does not require thinking. It doesn't require thinking. So building a building, the actual act of building it doesn't require thinking. The act of designing it does. The act for planning for it does. But the building of it, no, not really. Building a car versus designing a car. So design, planning, this is all forms of knowledge work, right? Building is a form of task work, and task work usually has a linear mental model. Knowledge work doesn't. Think of writing a book, right? When you write a book, that's a non-linear way of thinking, okay? Education is a form of knowledge work. So I don't know the exact words I'm going to say to you. And even if I know, right, I've done this many times, even if I know, if you ask me a question, I can't say, sorry, that question isn't part of my plan right now, so I don't have an answer for that. Right? That would be a very task work approach, and I don't know if you'll understand or not. That's the point. So all the words that I have prepared, I don't know if they're going to ring a bell. So if they don't, I got to find a different way of explaining it. Education is a form of knowledge work, right? So when we talk about knowledge work and we look back at this model, right, there's some real key factors we want to think about here, which is how do we know what we build when there's a lot of uncertainty around what we're going to build? How can we nail it down so we can actually start building it, right? And then how do we know when we'll finish when there will be lots of changes? I don't know how many questions you guys are going to have in class. So I don't know when we're going to finish. How can I plan for that, right? And then how can I execute my plan when I can't control the circumstances needed, right? I need you to understand right now, go. I can't control that process. I can't control the mind of a developer. He can't even control his own mind.